Yeah. The mag is back. The mag is back. It's time for me to be back. Yes. Yes. What should I say? Pretty tired again. Going through some fatigue and yeah, but we should be good enough to do a workout. So I'm thinking again, I'm trying to balance this full leg split once again. Just sort of, I'm trying to optimize stimulus versus fatigue, and I think it might be better for me to split into those categories, to do basically maximal damage in one day and then recover a long amount. It's really difficult for me to balance the stimulus fatigue relationship. So this way, part of me can really be wrecked while I still do other stuff. So I don't know. We just have to test. But because I feel like I really struggle to get enough, damage done per sessions that I do. I don't know, it's still very much in the work, but we're gonna sort of switch it up at least now to see how that feels and whether it's more manageable. Because I just struggle to have enough time for this shiz. So, what I'm thinking here, in terms of exercises, is we got a few options here. So definitely one of them is going to be a pull-up of sorts. I don't know, something weird happened. So it's going to be a vertical pull. I'm probably want to do a landmine row with a close grip. That kind of takes the sort of a more decline type of pull, close grip, the mass thing, and then we're probably gonna I'm thinking a row, but yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a bent over row. I'm thinking whether I should. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So this goes over here, and for the bent over rows, we are going to use the camber bar, just for that extra bit of travel. Sometimes I also do these with the hex bar because it gives you a neutral grip, and it also gives you the different grip widths to work with, but that would take more setup here, so not gonna do that. Could be good for variety, honestly. But yeah, too much of a hassle here. So let's try and get this done. By tracking this. But for this, you're gonna see that I'm pretty upright because of my incredibly yeah, so I'm pretty stiff, so I gotta get my hamstrings loosened for this. That was actually a lot better already than what I expected. So this will be, because we're doing so many different exercises, well, not so many, but 3, that I probably keep this more sort of volume, you know, rep number focused rather than anything else. Just try and rack up the volume here. So that will probably be our philosophy here. It's pretty good. I'm quite surprised by the range of motion there, or rather the depth of that. Not that it's great, but I expected it to be even worse. So but yeah, basically just hip hinging as far down as I can. I want to really try and make that, get these plates out of here. I want to try and be as horizontal as possible. At least try and make this as much of a horizontal pull as I can do. So once I find a good weight, which I suspect will be probably pretty close to this one what we're managing here, I just want to try and get a good position, get as horizontal as possible, find a good weight, and then get the challenge from the amount of reps rather than the weight here. So, and already, I mean, I was feeling pretty surprisingly challenging for me. Why is it so heavy? Jeez. I was gonna say something. Don't remember what. So let's write down something. So this is then over row. Oh yeah, something about the camber bar. The extra bit of travel, you really do feel that, so that's at least super beneficial. Actually, I'd say fairly different to a normal barbell. It's kind of a good bit of an extra final squeeze, you know. So yeah, this isn't even such a big dip in the bar. Yeah, I feel really quite weak today. All things considered. Yep. Oh yeah, I actually haven't even gone live on Instagram yet. It's such a shitty system. I have to go live separately from the streaming software, but that's what it is. All right, let's get this done. Come on. Fucking shit. Oh, that I really feel that in my rear delts, which really maybe speaks less to that exercise as a rear delt exercise, although it's a good one. But in this case, probably speaks more to how undertrained my rear delts are. Makes sense that they were bigger in the past, because I would do a lot of rowing and a lot of heavy rowing. So yeah, I'm kind of actually pretty excited that I feel it in my rear delts. So yeah, okay. So that's our first exercise. Actually, that's it. 3 sets. Much more. I feel like if I do more than that, I'll probably dip too far into the tank. So pull-ups here. I really want to do actual pull-ups. The reason I wouldn't do them is that they're too taxing. I'm not concerned about reps pretty much at all. I just want to get back into pull-ups per se. And the movement itself is so such a good exercise that you just get a lot of quality per rep. So I'm not too concerned about the reps from that perspective. If I haven't done pull-ups, you shouldn't be expecting to do a lot if you've taken a break from something. So I think we're gonna try it. We've been doing vertical pulling on the pulley with some decent weight, but I don't know how that's gonna translate onto the actual pull-ups. So it will be probably quite different. So the way I want to do this is that I'll first just do as many as I feel very comfortable with. Could be 1, could be 2, 3, I don't know. Just to kind of gauge my energy levels. I don't want to kind of evoke much fatigue at all. At the moment I feel like, ooh, now I'm kind of starting to tap into the tank, then I'm gonna get off the gas and just do basically as many as I feel comfortable with, and then that's probably going to be our basis for our sets. I don't know if it's going to be 3, I don't know what it's going to be, but again, there's only one way to find out. So I'm gonna do these on the rings, because that allows me a bit of motion so I can optimize the pull. And that's about it. I'm gonna undo this clamp for the light there so I don't bump my head into it. What else can I come up with to procrastinate and not find out how weak I am? Oh. Okay, so we're gonna do sets of 5. We'll just see how many, and I'll do as many sets. As many sets as I feel good with. Again, don't want to tap into the tank too much. So I'm going to mark these as pull-ups, wide grip, rings. So I'm going to put 0 kg because we don't add anything to our body weight, and then yeah, 5 reps. Cool. We'll just go as soon as I feel good to go, which is now. Ooh, that's pretty nasty on the the skin. I'm getting a bit of arrhythmia here, if I'm honest. Trying to measure an ECG here, which is not looking like it's working. It's drawing super poorly. Yeah, I don't. So I definitely feel not great. Yeah, as soon as I get to the pull-ups, it messes up my heartbeat. But we'll try and we'll do one more set, and we'll be at 3, and that'll be good. Right now, this is what it practically is when I'm trying to train, but not provoke the symptoms. It's very fatigue related. Obviously, good luck training without fatigue. I mean, like, you're gonna do some fatigue. So, yeah, this is really annoying, but yeah, I mean, the night before I didn't get a lot of sleep, and this is probably what's causing it. So if one night is off, I immediately pay for it for the next how many nights it takes me to catch up with the sleep that I lost. It's pretty much like I need to get back the hours that I lost. It's I haven't found a way around that at all. So if I missed a few hours, I gotta sleep those back later. Yeah, it's shit. But so okay. So we planned on the close grip barbell row. Which I still think, let's go with that since we made that call. So move this over here somewhere. Let's I'm gonna grab the straight barbell. Guess we should pop off this this camera better for this, maybe. Probably might not be, but yeah, maybe it is. Okay. Let's get the grip. In terms of weight, really, I have no idea. Just kind of have to test and see. So close grip barbell row. Maybe I should put like a two-handed there, although it's kind of like a given, but just to be sure I don't mix up anything. And in terms of weight, let's see what we are dealing with here. So range of motion is a big thing with this movement. The more you increase the weight, the less you just can move, because it's going to be more and more difficult to stabilize. That's fine. This is like, a lot of people consider this movement to be kind of like a mass building focus type of a thing. Just move a bunch of weight with the backside of your body, and that's it. So from that perspective, you know, if you can maintain range of motion, perfect sort of posture, then do it, of course. And even if when the weight is heavy, you still want to try and maintain it. You always maintain as good of a technique as you can, as perfect as possible. But yeah, it just kind of changes when the weight racks up. I used to do super heavy rows with these ones. I don't remember how much, but it probably wasn't far off from, I don't want to say quite 100 kg, but somewhere in the ballpark. Usually limited by what you can actually put on here. With this one, this handle is super long, so that takes up a lot of real estate. Unless if you have, you know, iron plates and not bumper plates that take up a lot of space. Easier, but yeah, I would do pretty heavy rows with this, at least heavy for me. I wouldn't be far off if I said they were, you know, beyond the 80 kg mark. So yeah, and that would be like, usually I like to do these towards the end of a workout, maybe second to last exercise, depending on what else you're doing. But it's kind of like a good, you know, final mass thing. And I love this because it really feels like it gets so much of the back, so much activation going, and you can really just kind of like a brute force mass builder type of a thing. Let's get this plate up here. There we go. That is very light. You will find that you can probably, on this exercise, you can handle more weight than you might expect. You can, yeah, you can move a bunch of weight with this. I think last time, even, you know, being relatively not in shape, we did more than 60, I think. So it's, you know, can be a good mentality boost thing as well if you're sort of bogged down by the numbers you're moving. So that was a longer set. Usually I do these for about these. Okay, I'm not feeling too great. Yeah, I usually don't go beyond sets of 10, but you know, lighter weights, 2 more reps, it's perfectly fine. Again, I feel this in my rear delts, which is really good. So that I may actually throw them. Let's put a tiny bit more weight there. That was that. I feel like my blood pressure doesn't really work as it's supposed to right now. I also have nerve pain in this end. The pulse is suspiciously low as well. Also with this one, range of motion can be very limited, especially when it comes to bigger weights. So a lot of people like to do these elevated. You'll actually see many machines at certain gyms where you have a kind of a row machine-ish, which usually has kind of like a lock. You can put it to the side, and then you'll be standing on a slightly like an elevated platform. Then you can go deeper, because obviously I kind of go beyond the floor, so I could elevate myself with some of those slabs over there, which we might do in the future. But just so you know, because you'll find that with this, otherwise the range of motion can be pretty tiny. Still doesn't mean you won't get a good exercise out of this, but if you want to take it further, then, and you feel like you want more range of motion, then that's how you can achieve that. Yeah. Now I'm starting to remember why I love this exercise. It's really good for me. My back responds really well to it. So again, you want to look for those exercises that feel really good for you. Could be different for everybody. But yeah, for me, this just kind of lights up my entire upper back. So good piece of kit. Let's jot down what we did here. That's 15 reps. I think what I want to do here is we're going to add another 5 kg here. and we can go from there. And I'll definitely do less reps. Probably like 8-10 reps or something like that, depending on how exhausted I feel. Also being pretty low calories today so far, so that might have something to do with it. We're good on the protein, but not a lot of energy yet in the machine. Let's move this camera just a bit towards this direction to make the fucking Instagram video more decent. I have really no idea whether we are. I have no way to tell whether I'm live on TikTok or not. Because it just won't tell me. But I'm guessing not. Because I can't see it anywhere. Alright. Let's do this final set. Also, what's super important with this exercise, probably more important than anything else, is your positioning. You have to be in the perfect place in relation to the weight that you're moving. So for me, pretty much right behind, kind of having at the tips of my toes, aligning with the end of the first plate here. So you don't want to be too close, because then you kind of get over the weight and the weight kind of gets under you. You can't have the most range of motion. But if you're too far back, then the weight will be to the front. You won't be able to find balance and stabilize yourself, and you could hurt yourself and definitely not be able to pull very much at all. So you want to get in the perfect place. You just test this without any weight, just the bar and the handle, and you'll find the right place. Because this, again, this is kind of something between a like a free weight movement, meaning a machine. In this case, the machine is just the landmine, and the the landmine, the fixed point. So you can work against that fixed point, find a good place where you can sort of, with this, you kind of tense yourself and lean into the right positioning, and then you can, row. It's kind of like something between a free weight and a machine movement, kind of a proto machine movement, I guess. Depends on how you define a machine, but yeah, you find the right perfect place, right balance, and then you can really lock yourself in place and just row. It's a really great exercise. So that's 12, a bit more than I expected, but don't really want to go beyond that due to the fatigue. This isn't really like an ideal session in terms of stimulus, I'm sure, but I'll take it more as like, what's the word? Getting back into the groove, getting used to it, a bit of like, hey, this is what's coming. You wake up, body, please. And also gauging where I'm at. So This gives me an idea of what I can do when I've actually had proper sleep and feel good. And also there's a lot of, even if we're not moving a lot of weight, there's still good stimulus here in terms of doing exercises we haven't done in a long time, getting used to them, using our body, teaching the nervous system again what the hell is happening, and those kind of things. So that shouldn't be underestimated either. So, we're going to finish up by doing some arms and shoulders. For shoulders here, I feel like we'll do some side raises and just do our usual gauntlet for the arms. We'll pretty much do these back to back. You can tell that you're not in an ideal state when, usually towards the end, the barbell feels pretty light, but even now it feels pretty heavy to me. Well, I guess if you're super exhausted, then it's a different story. All right, so let's get this up in here. I have put these plates in the worst possible location. Usual. Shouldn't be messing with the plates, even when it's your own gym. You just put the bloody plates where they belong. Yeah, well, I'm just going to start with the sled on its own because we haven't done any triceps stuff here today, except for a bit of activation for the antagonistic, or sorry, the portion of the movement where we're returning the weight. So still, if I want to get any kind of gains in my arms, I can't be bicepping and tricepping once a week. Well, I mean, you can, but ooh, always feels heavy. Always feels heavy, this pulley on the biceps. Nope. All right. Fuck this, man. Two best cues for this for me is when I'm holding the weight, I'm trying to think of really the weight hanging on the four fingers instead of being like very grip dominant. So almost kind of like leading and pulling with my fingers outwards. And I might not even be holding the thumb. Oh, it's there, but it's sort of, I'm leading with that. And also, this is even more important. You want to try and go as far away from your body as possible. Do like a half a circle, as far away from you as possible. Kind of trying to reach out as far as possible. It really makes the whole exercise hit completely differently. Let me try and find a better position for my shoulder. This is a lot harder on my left because of the whatever the pain is here in the elbow. It feels kind of nasty, but I just gotta work through it. Very different on the left. And we don't have anything for this, so I dealt whatever. What is this tiny weight? We have a whopping trying to remember how much this. I think it's 2.5. So we're dealing with a whopping 5 kilos. Great. So that was 15 reps. Let's put some weight on the sled here. Let's get this repositioned so we can try and make more sense of this swing. All right. So Let's check out the bicep cable curl. All right. Okay, so we're gonna continue on the 20 rep range, so we can try and best our last efforts. Gonna get out the micro plates. Micro plates up. So it's 1.5 kilos, which is plus whatever the sled is. Again, in defense of my weakness. Cool. Yeah, again, the stream is going to shit, it seems, but can't do much about that. All right. It's tough. It's tough. Those sets are long. Let's mark that down. 20. All right. So what I'm thinking about is what I want to do with this weight. So I think I am we're gonna bump up What's up, Nitama on Twitch? Thanks for the follow. Do you say your name like in Japanese, or is it some other language? Because then I would be tempted to say Nitama. Maybe you let me know. Maybe it's another language. So, yeah, we're gonna bump up this. We could use the fractional plates as well. But I'm not. Maybe, should we do that? No. Let's go with this. I wanna feel what it feels like. We did more weight before, which felt fine, but obviously we can. Range of motion will be different and can't do as many reps. But we'll see if we ramp this up once again. We'll see how it feels. Good. So keep it at 10 because I want to do at least one more set. So I want to feel like I have enough energy for that. So what I like to do here, actually really like these seated because you feel a lot more secure. To get my knee or the back of my calf or whatever is left of it next to the seat here, have this glued in here, obviously on the chair, but have it be like a 90-degree angle, so that way I'm anchored here. I also like to grab my hand next to the seat here so I can be super secure. And then just focus on the lift itself. Good. So usually my left feels stronger than the right, even though it hurts more, but it seems to be stronger. So temptation is to do more reps, but I'm gonna keep the reps, of course, same on both sides. For some triceps here.
So feels like my joints are a bit beat up, especially here on the right. So I'm not gonna force it. We're gonna come back to the triceps. Geez, we're getting a lot of streaming errors. I don't know what's up with this this whole thing, whether it's the internet or computer, but sorry for that. So yeah, we'll just drop the weight and do more reps. That's if you get joint pain, that's really in most cases the way to go. You gotta give your joints time to do their thing. I'm first gonna mark down the side delts, and then we'll go to our bicep cable girl. Cable girl. 20 reps it is. Oh boy. These are long sets. You know, these ones, towards the end, I begin to feel it in my... Can't quite tell whether it's my rear or side delt. But even just that position, holding that, if you're really strict with your technique, I get a bit of activation there. Nothing, you know, crazy, but it does contribute. I have a new pain here. Fuck. Shit. Oh, fuck. Whew. All right. 12. So that was our last set for that. So I felt like we could squeeze the extra reps there. Cool. So we'll bump down the weight. I'm just gonna bang out pretty much as many reps as I can here, and we're also gonna, once I get tired on the straight bar, I'll switch to the V bar. So this is kind of like it's not a drop set because we're not dropping the weight, but back-to-back changing exercises. There's a term for that escapes me now, but you know the drill. Yes. It's very light. Not completely to failure, but getting a good burn there. Much rather invest the rest of the reps into this one. Okay, so last set of biceps. For this one, we're probably gonna go balls to the walls. So 20 is the goal. We're happy with that. We kind of covered our baseline, but try not to tweak my neck. It's kind of already half tweaked. But if we can, then we'll go beyond that. Pretty much until I can't anymore. I'm not sure whether that was 20 or 21. It was one rep that I sort of dropped it at, or didn't. I'm not sure if I was calculating or skipped, but so a couple of more there. This is what also happens when I apparently go too far with my workouts, is I start to get super stiff. Like every bit of muscle I have begins to just curl up into a stiff ball, especially my neck, my traps and everything. So not much I can really do. I gotta train arms, so yeah, cool. Let's jump those down. Cool. All right, cool. We made progress today. Did a bit of different back stuff. we gotta keep testing this. I gotta say, it didn't feel super good, but that's, I think, due to my sleeplessness and fatigue. So yeah, we're gonna keep testing. Right now I'm intuiting going back to the push-pull thing per day. But we'll see. We're gonna have to do a bit more testing. Cool. I'm gonna eat, hit the shower, do some more work. Thanks for those who have followed during today's session. I appreciate it. And if you're watching and you're not doing that, then I feel very, very disappointed. At a personal level, I've never been this insulted. Yeah, you think about that, okay? Cool. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Finished.